What's up, besties? I hope you're having a lovely day. So I thought I'd just make a video about drawing because I didn't really feel like anything else right now. So I discovered how to turn off colors in my monitor. So I figured it would be kind of a cool challenge to try drawing like this. I've seen, I think Jazza do it, but he was trying to make it look as if he didn't turn off those colors, like as naturally as possible. And I decided to just go full grayscale and then go through different colors quite randomly and see how it's going to look, because at the end, if I don't like it, I can just slap some gradient map on it, and that should also look cool. So yeah, I took that thing that I've been drawing during my classes, and first I just put it into Quicksilver Paint and changed some stuff in the tone curve thingy, because I wanted the colors to be, I don't know how to describe it, to be a little closer together so that they're going to together better. And also I added yellow in the places when the yellow should be, because my scanner couldn't pick up the neon yellow. So I've used that. It turns off the colors on my screen, and I've been using the background to pick colors from them using that color dropper, so that they are different. Because if I was just to use the wheel, I'd probably rarely change hue, because all I would have to use is that little triangle, so I can have different shades, because I'm creating in a grayscale, so changing hue isn't something that I'm going to think about, since I can't see the hue. So yeah, and I went for a portrait. I wanted it to be something that can be quite simple, maybe not like simple in a way like cartoony, more like simple in a way that I don't have too many elements next to each other, so that they don't blend together. And I have to say that was harder than I expected. At the beginning, my brain couldn't really recognize some tools for some reason. I know it sounds stupid, but I just gotten used to them looking the exact way they do, so my smooth brain just sometimes not worky, I don't know how to describe that. And also the sketch, I always sketch with different colors, so they don't really mix together. And also, especially at the beginning, my intuition didn't really make me use that many layers. I've got just one layer for skin, 2 layers for hair. I've got more layers for flowers, because they were just overlapping each other, so it was just more simple for me. But I didn't use as many as I usually do. Oh, and also when it comes to this portrait, the topic, I feel like it was quite Eurovision inspired, the Ukrainian song for this year inspired. I'm not sure if they were the sort of just back of your head and ribbons type of flower crowns where Tulia comes from. That's just close to home for me. So I just drew what I know. I didn't do much research into it. I just went ahead and throughout most of the process, I didn't really pick onto it. When I get to the point when I was supposed to do the outline, I was like, I can't do it, because when you turn off colors, the highly saturated and light yellow looks exactly like white. So I was like, I need to see my white, so I then turned on colors. I was positively surprised. I expected it to be brown, honestly, especially considering how much I did this mixing stuff. I mean, I knew there's a lot of yellow in there because that was like the lightest color that was on the background, and you know, I've used it a lot. As I've said, I've expected it to be brown for a big part, but I've also expected that I will be picking up on, like, if not all, then at least most of the colors I have in there. And frankly, when I look at it, it's just mostly like yellow, red, blue, and some purple, so that's kind of interesting. There is no green, there is no orange. There isn't really much pink, and the pink there seems to be just made by mixing colors, not like that I've picked it up, so yeah, that's kind of interesting. Then when I turned on colors, I started experimenting with the backgrounds and different kinds of blur, and yeah, I think there's a couple of options that looked good. So when I have already seen it all, because you know, I wanted to do the outline, I switched back to grayscale a few times to work on a contrast in some places, because they were like quite a similar shade and quite a similar hue, so I figured that I might, you know, try again to do something different about them. It didn't really change as much because I somehow still choose similar colors. But yeah, I got a little bit of cheating, but not so much, okay? I just figured that since I've spent so much time on it, I might as well just make it look semi-good, so yeah, that's why I just came back to grayscale a few times to just see what I can change and experimented a little bit on it. I also decided that the ribbons need something to differentiate them from hair, because I thought it looks alright when it was, you know, like black and white, but then it turns out that I've used very similar colors for ribbons and for hair, so I decided to add these ivy looking thingies on the ribbons. They are available, you know, in Clip Studio Paint just as a brush, and yeah, I think I'm happy with it. That was a nice way for me to get rid of my art block, and yeah, it turns out interesting. That's not really like the choice of colors I would do automatically. I think she looks cute. But that's all I have to say today. Of course, if you want to leave your opinions about this piece, some sort of advice, or yeah, whatever, how was your day? I'd love to read it, so you can leave it in the comment section down below. And for now, stay safe, stay hydrated, wear a mask if it still needs it where you live, and peace.